Hey, welcome everybody. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Here we are with another Tom Seaver start, and this is did I print out? This is a start versus the San Francisco Giants. All right, this is start 26 against the San Francisco Giants. I believe it's August. Let's see, it's August 19th. 1983, and we're going to get started right away. All right, so Seaver's last start, let's talk a little bit about that against the Cubs. He struggled a little bit, to say the least. He pitched 7 innings. We'll look at that here. Pitched 7 innings, 10 hits, 5 earned runs, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. Gave up a couple of home runs. He's 16-13 on the season. In reality, he was 9-14. And you know that these games can never control one loss record at all, so I never worry really all that much about that sort of thing. All right, let's get started. Let's look at the lineups. It's going to be Bob Baylor at second base, leading off for the Mets. Huby Brooks at third base. Keith Hernandez, the first baseman, batting third. Cleanup is Foster. Fifth is Mark Bradley, the center fielder. Daryl Strawberry, the right fielder. Ortiz, the catcher. Jose Oquendo, the shortstop. And pitcher batting ninth is Tom Terrific. Let me do something real quick here. I just want to check, make sure there's nobody that's anything but a T3 in the outfield. All right, Foster's a T4, Bradley's a T3, and Strawberry's a T4. So I got 2 T4s. I'm going to write those down. That'll help if there's any base advancement. And Bradley, what did I say he was? He was a T3. Okay, that's the throwing arm. And for the Giants in the outfield, we got Clark in right field. We have Leonard in left field. Leonard is a T5. Wow. All right. He's got a big-time arm. Jack Clark is a T4. Got some good outfield arms. And the center fielder is Chili Davis. And Chili Davis is a T3. I won't write down the T3s. I'll just write down anything that's not a T3. And that's about it. And let's play ball. We have the lineup for the Giants that I did not mention. And that's Johnny Lemaster at shortstop leading off. I got Darrell Evans at first base. Jack Clark, the right fielder. Let's look at that closely here. Cleanup is Jeffrey Leonard, the left fielder. Chili Davis in center field. Tom O'Malley at third base. John Rabb, the catcher. Dwayne Kuiper, the second baseman. He now is the sportscaster, the announcer for the Giants. And pitcher Mark Davis. And let's play ball. So we're going to start flipping cards. It is Mark Davis versus a left-hander versus Bob Baylor. That's a 6, and the Mark Davis is 2-6, just like Seaver, so that'll be easy to remember. And a 37 will be an RN fly ball right for out number 1. Over is Clark, and Clark puts it away for the first out of the ball game. All right. Next up is Huby Brooks with an 8. That'll be off Brooks, and a 36. Let me just say something. Oh, that was off. Yeah, it's fine. So that's an 8. It's going to be off Brooks, and a 36 will be a strikeout. So Brooks down swinging, and that's 2 outs. And here comes Keith Hernandez with a 9. That'll be off Keith Hernandez, a 75. An LN bounce to short, played by Oquendo. Played by Johnny Lemaster. And the throw is on target. No runs, no hits. We move to the bottom of the first. All right, here is Johnny Lemaster leading off against Tom Seaver. That's a 2. That's off Seaver. And a 22 will be strike 3. Curveball got Lemaster. Darrell Evans is next. That's a 7. That'll be off Evans. And a 28 is going to be a deep drive to right field. That ball is way back. That ball is gone. Another home run off Terrific. And it's not the leadoff batter this time. It's the second place batter. So that's 2 down there. 2 points he loses. Here's Jack Clark. Nothing there. A 9. That's going to be off Clark. And a 63. That'll be an out. Bounce to second base. Second baseman is Baylor. He makes the play. 2 outs. Jeff Leonard up now. Jeff Leonard bats from the right side. Here's the pitch. That's off Seaver, and a 55 will be an out, an RP out, which is a pop-up. Left side, third baseman Brooks. He's there, puts it away. 1 run on 1 hit. The home run, the solo shot by Daryl Evans, and it's 1-0 Giants. We go to the top of the second. Let's see if the Mets can score some runs. The Mets did not have a very good team in '83. That's a 4. That's going to be off Davis, and a 14 is a strikeout. So Foster strikes out. Next is a 10. That'll be off Bradley, and a 53. It'll be back-to-back Ks. Here is Daryl Strawberry. Nothing there. A 7. That'll be again off Strawberry. A 21, and that is ripped down the line into the right field corner. Strawberry's digging for 2, and he's in there with a 2-out double. Going to check the error on that. No error. That's 1 down, 1 point lost for Mark Davis. And here is Junior Ortiz. Here's a pitch. That's a 4. That's off Davis, and an 81 will be an out. RN bounced to short. Easy play for Lemaster, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the second. Let's see how Terrific can do in the bottom of the second. He's going to be facing Chili Davis to lead off. Chili Davis, O'Malley, the third baseman, and Rab, the catcher. Here's a pitch. That's a 9. That'll be off Chili Davis, and a 31. Struck him out. Got him. Curveball. Next is O'Malley. 1 down. 5. That's off Seaver, and 84. That's an out. LN. Line and caught by the second baseman Baylor. 2 down. So Tom O'Malley rips one, but right at the second baseman Bob Baylor. Here's a pitch that is off Rab, a 24, and that's going to be a drive over the center fielder's head, and that's going to be 1 hop off the wall. Rab is digging for second. Here's the throw in, and he slides in under the tag for a double. Let's check on that error. 8-9. I don't think there's an error there. I think, 8-9 is too high. What did we roll? It was a 24. That was over the center fielder's head. Center fielder is Bradley. Let's check his error rating. It's a 0, so he made no errors that year, so we don't have to worry about the error. All right. So the 13, he loses another one with I'm sorry, that's the wrong spot. That Seaver loses 1 there. All right, and now it's Dwayne Kuiper up. Pitch from Terrific. That's a 6. That's off Tom, and a 62 will get him. And that is a bouncer right back to the mound. Seaver throws him out. No runs, 1 hit. And 1 left, and we move to the top of the third inning. 1-0 Giants. Here's Jose Oquendo. Davis, 5. That's off Davis with a 61. That'll be an out. RN. Bounce to second. Play is made by Dwayne Kuiper. 1 away. Here's Terrific. Pitch. That's off Terrific. And a 26 will be a K. He swings and misses at a high fastball. And here's Bob Baylor with a 7. That's off Baylor. And a 12. He's a righty versus a lefty. Base hit. So Baylor's on. Let's check for the error. That was off. That was off Baylor. So we're check for the error, and it's going to be an error. See what kind of an error. It's going to be outfield 4 error with a runner on first. All right, 4 error hit gets past outfielder, single batter to second. All right. So it's an error on the outfielder. On the center fielder. So it's a single and an E8. And now it's going to be Huby Brooks. And here's Brooks, the pitch, 10. That's off Brooks. And a 35 will be a strikeout to end the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, an error, and they leave a man and go to the bottom of the third. Here's Tom Terrific with Mark Davis starting off, and that's off Davis. An 18 will be a strikeout. So Seaver gets him with a fastball, 1 away. Johnny Lemaster next. That's off Seaver, and a 42 will be an RN out, which is a fly ball, left field. Over is Foster, and he's under it for the out, 2 away. And that's off Seaver, and an 88 against a lefty. That's a base hit. That's a split single. Is it off Seaver? It is off Seaver, so we don't have to check for the error. So 2 out, 1 on. Seaver loses 1 there. And here's Jack Clark, good power. Here's a pitch. That's a 7. That's off Clark, and a 42. And that's strike 3, and he got him. No runs. 1 hit, 1 left. We move to the top of the 4th. Let's shuffle these up quickly. All right, Keith Hernandez is leading off the top of the 4th inning. I'm looking for a victory here for terrific. I don't know if that's going to happen. Here's a pitch from Mark Davis. That's off Hernandez, a 58 LN, and that is a fly ball down the line. And will right fielder Clark get there? Yes, 1 away. George Foster's up next. BD, CD, nobody on base. 4, that's off Davis, and a 71 will be an out. He is an RP, and it's bounced to first. Play is made by the first baseman, Daryl Evans. 2 down. Mark Bradley's up next. He struck out in his first at bat. That's off Bradley, 51, and that's a strikeout. No runs, no hits, 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 4th. Here we come. Seaver against Leonard, Davis, and O'Malley. Here's a pitch from Seaver. That's off Seaver's cart, and a 44 will be an out. RP. It's a little number in front of the plate. On it is Ortiz, who throws out Leonard. 1 down. That's a Z result. Let's see what kind of 76. That's usually a fielding result. I normally don't do these. I started doing these just to mix it up a little bit and get a feel for the game. We roll the 76. That's going to be fielding. We got to pull another card. It's going to be a 45 on the fielding chart. 76. Let me just make sure. Yeah, 76. Consult the Z fielding chart, and then we rolled a 45. Fielding plays. The 45 is going to say difficult grounder to shortstop, 0 to E4. E0 to E4. So what is Okendo? Okendo is what? He is an E4. So that's going to be he's going to make the play. Sure-handed Okendo makes the play. Batter is out, 6-3. All right, O'Malley's up with 2 out. Pitch from Seaver. 7, that's off O'Malley, 76 LN. That is a hard hit ground ball to the second baseman. Baylor up with it, throws him out. That retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. So Seaver's having a good day so far. We need the Mets to score some runs. Let's go. Daryl Strawberry. He's up. It's a pitch. That's a 7. That's all Strawberry. 64. And that's ball 4. So we got somebody on base. That's a step in the right direction. He loses a point. And here's the next batter is Junior Ortiz with a 3, a 43, and that's a wild pitch, maybe, and yes, it is. So hustling over to second base is Strawberry with a tying run, Ortiz. Here's a pitch. That's a 7 off Ortiz and an 88. It's a righty versus a lefty. That's going to be a hit. Righty versus it's a single with a 1 base advancement, so it's going to be first and third. Little check swing, blooper that drops in, and Strawberry had to hold up to wait to see if it was going to get caught. He stops at third. So there's runners on first and third. Nobody out. We're in the top of the 5th. It's 1-0 Giants. So the Mets have a good opportunity here to not only tie the game, to maybe take a lead. Let's see what happens. Here's Jose Okendo. So he's gonna lose a point there as well. And you can always double check the points he's lost. A hit. He loses a point on a hit, on a run, on a walk, on a hit by pitch. So he hasn't given up any runs. He's given up a couple of hits. So basically, he's lost 4 points. He started off with a 13, so he should be 1, 2, 3, 4. So he lost 4 points so far. Yep. So he's there at 9. So he's still okay. Here's Jose Okendo's up. First and third. Let's see what happens. Here's the pitch. That's a 7. That's going to be off Okendo, and a 78. It's going to be an RN. Ground ball to short with the infield. We're going to bring the infield in on that. The infield was playing in. I didn't call it, but I'll just say it's playing in. I don't have this memorized anyway. It makes sense that we would play it in. It's already the 5th. Sometimes I don't play. Sometimes I play the middle halfway and the corners in, but I don't want to give up the tying run here in the top of the fifth. So especially with a batter like Okendo and then Seaver coming up. All right, so we're playing. We got the G. We got to check for the error. No error. So we're going to see first and third. A 6X they call it. A 6X is going to say infield in, batter out, shortstop to first, runner on third holds. All right, so runner goes to second on the 6-3. Second and third now. Here's Tom Terrific. This is the thing now. It's he's only gone 4 innings. He's pitching very well, so I can't pull him here. This is National League Baseball in the early 80s. Here's a pitch. That's a 10. That's off Seaver and a 78. Infield will be in again. It's going to be a 78. It's going to be an out, a pitcher out. It's a ground ball X to the second baseman with second and third this time. Let's see if this can get through the infield. That would be great. Second and third, what did I say it was? It was a 4X, I believe I said. Yep, no, 4A. So a 4A is going to be single past the diving second baseman Kuiper, and 2 runs will come in. Seaver comes up huge with the infield in. Hits one hard enough to get past the diving Dwayne Kuiper at second base. And he's going to drive in 2 runs, drives in the 6th place batter, the 7th place batter, and the Mets have taken a 2-1 lead. Tom Seaver with a big hit with the infield drawn in here in the top of the 5th inning. Wow, totally unexpected. All right, so that's another hit, and 2 runs come in. And here's Bob Baylor with a runner on first. Here's the pitch. That's off Baylor. And a 27 will be a line drive to right, base hit to right, and Seaver will hold. So another hit, and we'll check the error. No, a 10 error. And that was a hit to 27 on Baylor. It was a blah, blah, blah. Right field. Right fielder is Clark. Let's see what his error rating is. In the outfield, he's only a 4, so it was a 10. So no error there. So we're going to have first and second. And here comes Huby Brooks. So that's another base hit. Here's Brooks. That's a 4. That's going to be off Davis. And a 68 will be an out. An RN is a fly out to center field. Nobody will tag because Seaver does not have that kind of speed. Here comes Hernandez. Pitch to Hernandez. It's off Hernandez with a 72 LN, and that'll be a fly ball center field. On the run is center fielder Davis. Will he get there? Yes. Runs it down. The Mets pick up 2 runs on 3 hits and a walk. And it's 2-1 Mets. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Tom Terrific will be facing the bottom of the order, Rab, Kuiper, and Davis. Here's a pitch from Terrific. That's a 9. That's off Rab. And a 41 will be a strikeout. Got him. Fastball. And Rab is way, way late on swinging at that fastball. Here's Kuiper. 11. That's going to be off Kuiper. And 85 will be an out. LN. It bounced to first base. And fielding cleanly is Hernandez. Let me see if there's any 3-1s in this thing with nobody on base. Hold on a second. I don't get any 3-1s. It's a 3A. Oh yeah, it's okay. G31A is going to be the pitcher covering the bag. Okay, I got you. All right, so 2 out, and here's Mark Davis. Pitch from Seaver. That's a 10. That's off Davis. And a 27. Struck him out. So Seaver with 4, 5, 6 strikeouts today. Wow. Impressive. Now we go to the top of the 6th inning. Pitch from Davis to Foster. That's a 5. That's off Davis. 28. Struck him out. 1 down. Foster goes down swinging. Here's Bradley now at 2. That's off Davis. And an 83. It's an RN. RN is a pop-up. That's the catcher's ball. right in front of the plate. Rab flips his mask away. That's 2 down. And here's Daryl Strawberry. Here's a pitch. That's a 5. Again off Davis, and a 54 will be an out. An LP is a fly ball deep left field. And that's the 3rd out. So Strawberry flies out. No runs, no hits there. No runs, no hits. We go to the bottom of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th inning. It's going to be the top of the order for Tom Terrific. Pitching a good game here. He needs a win. He's got only 6 wins in the season. He's got to get at least up to 9, where that's what he had in reality. Here's a pitch from Seaver. That's a 7. That's off Lemaster. 72 will be an RN out. It's bounced right back to Seaver, who fields it cleanly and throws out Lemaster. Here's Darrell Evans. That's a BD. It doesn't count. A 6 is off Seaver. An 87 against the lefties, a base hit. And that was it off Evans? It was off Seaver, so we're not going to check for an error. That's a single. And here is Jack Clark with a BD. Uh-oh, that's trouble. He's a 1. And a 42 with a 1. And that's going to be no action there. Got to get up and let the dogs out. That's a 4. That's off Seaver. 23. Struck him out. 2 outs. Let me go take care of the dog. All right, so it's 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, Jeffrey Leonard is on first. That is the tying run, by the way, but there are 2 outs. I'm sorry, Jeffrey Leonard is up. Darrell Evans is at first. So let's get a pitch from Seaver. Here goes. That's a 7. That's going to be off Leonard. And a 47 struck him out. Inning over. Seaver with his 8th strikeout. Wow. No runs. 1 hit, 1 left. And we're moving to the top of the 7th. We're low on this side, so let's shuffle them up. All right, Daryl Strawberry made the last out, so it's the bottom of the order. Ortiz, Seaver, and here in the bottom of the 7th. The Mets are up 2-1, so we'll probably keep them into bat. Here's a pitch from Mark Davis. That's a 6. That's going to be off Davis, and a 48 will be an out, an RN. It's bounced right back to the mound. Davis handles it and throws out Ortiz. Ortiz, by the way, is 1 for 3. He had a hit in the 5th inning. We're in the top of the 7th now. Mets are up 2-1. Jose Oquendo's up. Here's a pitch to Oquendo. Oquendo today is grounded out to second and grounded out to short. That's an 8. That's off Oquendo, and a 53. That'll be an RN. Bounce to second base, fielded by Kuiper, and he throws out Oquendo by half a step. And Seaver. Here's a pitch. That's a 6. That's off Davis, 51. That's an out, a pitcher out, which is a bouncer to short, charged by Lemaster. Lemaster fires the first and gets his man. No runs, no hits. We go to 7th inning stretch. Let's all stretch it out. Stretch out those old bones. And here's Chili Davis leading off against Terrific. Here's a pitch. That's a 6. That's off Terrific. 87. He's a switch hitter. That's a base hit for Davis. So we're going to move 1 down, and there's no check for defense of error because that was off Seaver. And here's O'Malley. We're going to bunt with O'Malley. That's a 71. The 71 CC is error on the first baseman. Oh, no, ground ball. And booted by Hernandez. It's going to be a sacrifice. E3. And that's going to be first and second. And here is John Rabb, the catcher, and he's going to square around with a 15, DD with a 15, and that's going to be batter out, catcher to first, runners advance. So a good sacrifice this time. It's going to put runners on second and third. All right, and here's Dwayne Kuiper with runners on second and third. So Seaver's in a predicament here, 1 out. And second and third, the Mets are going to bring the infield in. Here is the pitch from Terrific. That's an 8. That's going to be off Kuiper. And a 38 will be a ball for her. He walks him to load the bases. And here's Mark Davis. We're going to pinch hit for Davis here in the 7th. All right, it's going to be Max Venable. He's a left-handed hitter, and he will be facing Tom Seaver with the bases loaded. Infield's in for the Mets. They're trying to prevent the tying run from coming in. There's one out. At third base, it's Leonard. No, it's Davis. At second base, it's O'Malley. And at first base, it's Kuiper. Let's do it. Here's a pitch from Seaver. That's a 5. That's off Seaver. And a 56 will be an out, an LN. It's a pop-up, middle infield. Shortstop Okendo calls for it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Big out for terrific. And now here comes Johnny Lemaster with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Let's see if Seaver can get out of this. Here's a pitch from Seaver. That's a 7. That's going to be off Lemaster. And a 61 will be an RN. Bouncer to third. Brooks up with it. On target to Hernandez, and that retires the side. So 1 run, no runs on 1 hit. They leave the bases loaded, an error and a walk, and we go to the top of the 8th. So Mets are still up 2-1 here in the top of the 8th inning with Bob Baylor leading it off. It's going to be a new pitcher coming in for the Giants. All right, it's going to be Greg Minton pitching. It's a 9 RR. And he's a 2-6 like Seaver and everybody else that's pitched today. Davis, he's going to face 2 righties and a lefty. Here's Bob Baylor versus Greg Minton. Scores 2-1 Mets. Top of the 8th. Here's a pitch. Nope, that doesn't count. Nobody on base. 5. That's going to be off of Minton. A 76 will be an RN out. That's to the first baseman who feels it for the first out. Brooks next. Pitch to Brooks. 11. That's off Brooks. And that is an 82. Will be an RN. Fly ball left field. Backing up is left fielder Leonard. And Leonard makes the grab in left field. 2 down. And that's going to be off Hernandez. It's off Hernandez with a 12. And a righty against a lefty. That's a base hit. And that's off Hernandez. We'll check for the error. No error. So runner on at first with 2 outs. And here's Foster. He loses a point there. Pitch to Foster. That's a 7. That'll be off Foster. And a 47 will be an out. RP bounce to second base. Kuiper throws him out to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Move to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off is going to be Evans, Clark, and Leonard. Some big guns for the Giants here in the bottom of the 8th. It's 2-1 Mets. Let's see if Seaver can hold on. He needs this victory. That's going to be off Evans. And a 14 is a base hit for Evans to center field. Rips one. Ropes one to center, and he's 4 for 4 today. 3 singles and a solo home run. And that will check for the error. No error. Here's Jack Clark up now. Jack Clark with good power. Here's the pitch from Seaver. That's an 11. That's going to be off Clark and a 66. An RP. We need a double play, and this could be it. And it is 6-4-3, and the Mets turn a huge double play. Wow. So it's going to be a G6 with Clark running. And, yep, that's a double play. Here comes Jeffrey Leonard. Now, the error rating was 7-10, but Okendo's error rating is a 4, so he's good. Makes the play. Here's Jeffrey Leonard. Here's the pitch from Seaver. That's a 5. That's off Seaver. And a 24. Ball 4. Oh, just missed. Leonard will try to steal. There he goes. And he is 77. He's trying to steal second. He cannot get the jump. Okay, cannot get the jump. He's got good speed. Here's Chili Davis. Here's a pitch. That's an 8. That's off Davis. And a 36. Struck him out. Inning over. That is strikeout number 9 for terrific. So no runs, 1 hit, a walk, 1 left. Big double play by the Mets. And we go to the top of the 9th. It's going to be Mark Bradley leading it off against Greg Minton. And let's see. Minton is a righty, so we could pinch hit here for Bradley, but we're going to let him bat. He's 0 for 3. You know what? We're going to pinch hit for him. Let's grab Mookie Wilson. Mookie Wilson should be available. Yeah, he is. So we're going to pinch hit with Mookie Wilson for Bradley. in the 9th. Here's a pitch to Mookie. That's a 9. That's going to be off Mookie. And an 83 will be an out. SN bouncer to first. And played by Daryl Evans for the first out. Next up is Daryl Strawberry with good power. That's a 4. That's going to be off Minton. And a 41 will be an out. LP. Bouncer to second. Played by Kuiper. Oh, and that may be an error. That looks like an error because it's a 2-10. And no, he's an E1, so no error. Sure-handed, Dwayne Kuiper makes the play. 2 outs. And here's Junior Ortiz, the pitch. Nope, nobody's on base. That's an 11. That's off Ortiz. 13. He's a righty versus a righty. That's a base hit. And that will be off Ortiz. So we will check for the error. No error. Ortiz is on at first. And it's Tom Terrific. No, it's Jose Oquendo. Here's the pitch to Oquendo. He loses 1. Yeah, that's a 7. That will be off Oquendo. And a 57 will be an out. RN. Bouncer to short. 6-4. Inning over. No runs. 1 hit. 1 left. Bottom of the 9th. Can the Mets and Seaver hold on? Seaver needs this victory big time. Let's shuffle them up. All right, bottom of the 9th. Seaver's still in there. See if you can get a complete game out of this. We'll see. We got a couple of guys up in the bullpen. We got a good bullpen. The righty is Sisk. The lefty is Orosco. And Wilson's going to be playing center field. And here's O'Malley. Let's check Wilson real quick, his arm, just in case there's any advancing going on. I already know he's a T3, so I don't have to write it down. I don't write down the T3s. All right, so here's Griffey. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say, Griffey? O'Malley. O'Malley's up. Here's a pitch from Seaver. That's a 7. That's off O'Malley. A 54 will be an out. LN is hit hard right down the line. Third baseman Brooks up with it. Long throw to first in time. So O'Malley, a lefty, goes to the opposite way down the line, and third baseman is right there to throw him out. Here's John Rabb. Here's a pitch. That's the 9. That's off Rabb. And an 18 is going to be a drive. Base hit to left center field, and that's going to roll to the wall. Digging for second is Rob, and he goes into second base. His speed is not good, so we're going to get a pinch runner. So that's the tying run. And we're going to go to the bullpen. It's going to be Dwayne Kuiper. We're going to get a pinch runner, and Dwayne Kuiper is an LN. He's a lefty, so we're going to go to Orosco. And we're going to bring in a pinch runner. Who will that be? Give me a second. Okay, so it's Wellman running at second base for the catcher. So he's on at second. He is a speed of a B, which is good. And we already have Steve Nicosia with a helmet and a bat as a pinch hitter for the pitcher spot. And here's Dwayne Kuiper. Here's the pit. Now we're going to Orosco in the bullpen. Go to Orosco. Let's see where he is. Towards the back end. Jesse Orosco. There he is. That's his batting card. Let's see if I get his pitching card. So Seaver's out. Gets a good round of applause from the New York fans here in San Francisco. And it's going to be Dwayne Kuiper versus the lefty Orosco. He's going to bat. And you know what? We could bring a catcher in, Nicosia. Let's see, to hit here. So we're going to do that. We're going to bring a righty pinch hitter. There we go. And here is the pitch from Orosco to Nicosia. Now Orosco is a 4. There it goes. That's an 11. That's going to be off Nicosia. And an 87. Oh boy, that paid off big time, I believe. Lefty versus a righty. 87 is a base hit, and the tying run will come in, and Seaver loses a victory opportunity. So that move to switch Kuiper, the lefty, for Nicosia, the righty, paid off on the splits. Scoring. And we're going to check for the error as well. There's no error. RBI single for pinch hitter Nicosia. and he's on at first. We're not going to pinch run for him at this point because and the next pinch hitter is going to be, let's see. So it's Joe Youngblood coming in. Here's the pitch from Orosco, who's giving up a hit there. That's clutch defense. That's what the doctor ordered for the Mets. It's a shortstop. Clutch defense on Oquendo's clutch defense. His rating is none, so we're going to continue to pull cards. Let's do it again. That's a 4. That's going to be off Orosco, and a 71 will be an out. RP is a grounded to first, played by Hernandez and booted by Hernandez. Let's see what kind of an error that's going to be. It's going to be a 1 error. It's a 1 base error. Let's check that out. Runner on first. E3, E1 grounder, batter, safe on runner second. All right, so it's an E3, the second error committed by Hernandez in this game. So Youngblood's on at first. Nicozia's on at second. Here comes Johnny Lemaster. Pitch, Johnny. That's a 6. That'll be off Orosco, and an 87. He's a lefty. He's a righty. Lefty versus righty. Base hit. And the winning run comes around. Nicosia scores, and the ball game is over. Johnny Lemaster gets mobbed by his teammates. The Mets lose it to the Giants 3-2 on a 1-out RBI single by Johnny Lemaster. And the ball game is over, my friends. Yes, sirree. All right, so the final, the Giants come back with 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th. They beat the Mets by a score of 3-2. Seaver gets a no decision. Orosco takes the loss. He's 1-3. Seaver did a great job. He went 1 in the 3rd inning, 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 9 Ks for Tom Terrific. Here, I believe this was August 19th, 1983. And that was the Mets. Well, the Giants, 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. The Mets, 2 runs, 7 hits, and 2 big errors committed by Keith Hernandez. 1 on a bunt and another one at the end of the game there, pushing the go-ahead run to second base into scoring position. And Wellman ran there. I forgot to write that in. He was a pinch runner for the catcher on that leadoff. Well, it wasn't a leadoff double. It was a 1-out double by John Rabb. His second double of the day. He ended the day 2 for 3. Great day had by Daryl Evans, who went 4 for 4. And I'm going to get into Fall Classic Baseball next. So Mets lose this game. Seaver gets a no decision. Too bad, because he pitched a heck of a ball game. And I'll take a few days off from the Seaver replay. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Remember to join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group. It's a Facebook group for guys that hate Facebook groups. You'll really enjoy this game. Great set of guys. Bring a ton of content to this group. And remember to like and subscribe to my channel. That helps us beat the algorithm. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Final score, Giants 3. Great come from behind victory. Mets 2. And that's it. Take care.